Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your July 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. First of all, this month, a lot of action's gonna happen, but behind the scenes, in the energies. Because you have a lot of reversal. So that means this is all happening in the shadows of your unconscious, preparing things so that you can understand. So the signs that would be visible outside this month are here. I start with the Chariot in reverse. And this is when things are not moving forward. So if during the month you're like, man, things are not moving forward, what is happening? This is what's happening behind the scene. So this reading is more for you to understand. Maybe you can watch it later on during the month. If at the beginning you're like, nah, everything's fine. Because this is trying to tell you what is preventing your chariot to move you towards success. Okay? Because upright, you're in the flow. Your unconscious and your conscious is going in the same direction. You're guided by your aspiration. You're not controlling anything. You're just in the flow, in alignment, in authenticity. When it is in reverse, there's something that prevents this natural flow towards your success, your blooming, your moving forward, and so on. So, as we continue, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that means it's there, but you cannot perceive it and you cannot have access to it. Something is blocking it. Then we have the Two of Cups, but with the Six of Cups in reverse. So that tells me that probably during the month, the mirrors in your life, that means the people in your life, because the Two of Cups is not only romance and all of that. It's the principle of the mirror of our vibrations. That's why they're holding cups. Cups are responsible for our vibration. We receive frequencies. It hits the water within us, and the waves it creates is our vibration. Okay? So on this, you have an inner feminine and an outer masculine. This is how things are perceived, understood. This is how they are acted out. And this is what is being mirrored. All of this, of course, is for us to grow and transmute the distortions so that the vibration we're having with people around us is more and more conscious and less, the response of childhood traumas or old wounds that block our heart chakra. So, this is what is happening behind the scene this month. Under our chariot that isn't moving, there's an Ace of Pentacles, so you perceive that Ace of Pentacles. You know it's there, and you're like, how come it's not, moving forward? Well, we do need an Ace of Wands, which is still hidden. And what is hidden is old sadnesses. Even though you can say, oh, they're leaving, but what's left is on the unconscious part. The part of you that is still focused on the heartaches, the losses, the emotional things, people, the possibilities you invested in emotionally and that did not give what they were supposed to give. It could even be expectations and things like that. And what you don't realize here, often people will jump to the conclusion and say, you have 2 cups, which is enough to go wherever. What this means is that these 2 cups are still active behind your back. You're still being mirrored your vibration, 2 of Cups. And if 3 of Cups, the shape of your emotions, is on the floor and spilled, this is what in your life is going to be mirrored, and in your mind it just shows that everything is spilled, because this is all I can see, this is all I can feel, so it's my truth. And so then we have a hard time following our light, our truth, because we're lost in these perception. And so as long as this hasn't been cleared, we have a hard time investing in that pentacle. All of this can be understood in a week, in a moment, in an instant. But this month, maybe because we're in Cancer, and now all things from Cancer is going to come up. Watch your fourth house. What is in my fourth house this month? Because it seems to come up to the surface for you very much. So under our Ace of Cups, of course, we are unconsciously still juggling between our sadness and our potential, between what didn't work and what could work, our inner world, our outer world, but it makes it that we cannot invest ourselves, ground ourselves, and start generating this pentacle. And of course, under our Two of Cups, at the end of the month, maybe in the full moon in Aquarius, something's going to pop up to you. It's going to give you the courage to release your waters or understand something. Okay? Full moon in Aquarius, air sign, it's going to allow you to understand something about the follow-up of your growth on a spiritual level. And here we have the hangman under that. So the hangman is pretty much the reason why everything is on a hold, because it's waiting for you to release what you do not need anymore, release old vibrations that are being mirrored. What do I need to release? What's your experience with people right now? What is creating that? What feeling does it generate inside of you? That's the feeling you have to release. The source of that feeling, you have to be in peace, understand, and release. 12th house, sacrifice. I need to sacrifice that. What is my authenticity? Is my truth? And authenticity, being authentic, is when your truth is the same all the way down. So we can rationally want something, but if our emotions are in discord with, I want to bloom, I want to love, I want to create. But if somewhere inside of me, in my waters, there's the opposite of that, in the imprint of a collateral damage of somebody else's unconsciousness, and I make that my truth, that's what's going to create my vibration, therefore create my experience here. So the hangman wants you to pinpoint that. What is preventing you from saying yes to an unconditional love here that is proposed to you, and this new energy and this new fire that would take you away from cloaking yourself into your sadnesses and just juggling? Why are you holding on to it? So these are the questions that are going to maybe pop up during the month for you, Sagittarius. All right? So let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of July 2024. Okay. So why is, oh, all right. Why is the Chariot in reverse? And I have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And Judgment in reverse. Look at all that water. Judgment is people floating on coffins on water. And this is when all of those things we swallow it, I have to continue. Now they're on top of us. They're on top of that vibration from above. So we're kind of drowning in them. So we might be pulling a brave face, but inside it's all of the chaos of the unconscious sadnesses that are taking over. Let's look at that Ace of Wands, Hermit, and Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so, it's just pending the end of this cycle. You're at the point now where it's really a choice. The nice thing here is that your Queen of Cups is on top. That's your divine feminine. That's the part of you that allows. She's the one that allows the new cup in. She's the one that, says, yes, I'm going to pour in I'm going to put myself under infinite, unconditional love, and I'm going to open myself to feel it. Or not. Or say, like this guy, no, everything I've felt before is all that exists. There's nothing new. There's no new cups, and that's it. So that openness, that there might be another cup, is your chance to flip everything around. By self-love is allowing that love within. Not because somebody's telling us, I love you, therefore you have the right to allow yourself to feel that love within yourself. And this is a right we have all the time, whether with somebody or not. So it's a question, do I allow these overwhelming parts of me that are in my shadow to feel the unconditional love through me or not? That is your Queen of Cups. So, and that would finish your cycle. Ace of Pentacles. Because there's a new cycle that wants to start. But they won't let you start it under the same conditions as before. Not being watered with the same thing. Queen of Swords upright. The perception is right about that pentacle. So if you come in the month and there is that thing that has potential, that I could grow, it doesn't have to be an outside thing. It can be an inside thing about a new concept of your worth, of your value, of what you can generate. King of Pentacles, of your engagement into this life, in the commitment in you. It's all well perceived, but the waters, like there's this tsunami for a couple of you, there's this wave of water that comes up with this Cancer moon, and it's what is not, let's say, pleasant in it. That's what is crying to be addressed. Ace of Cups. All right, revelation. There you go. Now I understand. Page of Sword, the Page of Sword that's there, he understands that what is preventing him from receiving that water, it's because he feels he's not enough. Five of Pentacles. Maybe it's based on old abandonment in the childhood. But understanding this is what is going to, this is what they want you to sacrifice. This is what they want you to look at from another angle. Now it's the Page of Swords. It's a new idea. It's moving things. Okay? It's not yet mastered. But there's a new look on what I've went through. Did I buy the limit to which the people around me were able to perceive my worth and my value? Did I buy that that is my truth and who I am? Can I question that? Hangman. So who was there? Queen of Swords again. So that's good. You're perceiving it. And because you're perceiving it, that puts you in this decision mode. What is my truth? What is my truth in there? That's going to become my authenticity. My authenticity will be what is going to be vibrating out there. That's going to become the shape of my reality because it's the shape of my true belief. So the juggling, Two of Pentacles, juggling between those two concepts, because having that Ace of Pentacles would make, plus your 5, would make a 6 of Pentacles. Okay. You're thick. No? Okay. Yes. Perfect. So, they're giving me this again, just to say, it's in the process of, turning this around. Page of Cup. So, juggling of taking that cup. And the Pope. The Pope is, the wise masculine that has the wisdom on how to ground spiritual understanding. That's why he's the keeper of rituals. But he is the, how do I apply? And here we'll have the Pope and the High Priestess. La Pape et la Papesse, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. The masculine part that understands the wisdom, the spiritual wisdom of the High Priestess that is in that centered of the two pillars here. Of the experience of the shadow, what I've lived, the torture, what I've understood from it, the wisdom I gain, in order to apply my wisdom and not just respond to the pain. I need to be in peace with it and in that understanding. Anyway, so here, taking that little extra cup so that you're not in between juggling, but you can actually start finishing the old cycle. What you lived does not have to determine or create your future. And what would prevent you to actually really get rid of it and say, no, that's it? It's if you believe that that's your truth and that's your only truth. And you lock yourself in that cube, in that black cube here, slaved to that closed reality where what you've experienced, Sagittarius, that's the only thing for you. That other cup does not exist. Or that other cup is so hard to get that you don't have what it takes to get it. 7 of Swords. Then you're going to sabotage yourself. You're going to feel powerless in front of that understanding. Yeah, but that cup, how can I get that cup? I've never had it. 7 of Swords. I'm not able to plant that, to ground that new worth within me, or that project, or whatever it is, your circumstance. So 7 of Swords, sometimes we feel so disempowered in front of the task in front of us that we can fall back into our patterns, or strategize to steal the weapons during the night because we don't believe that we have what it takes or the right, or that it is there for us. So I'm glad to see the sun behind it. All right, let's look at that 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So this month, if you have people that talk to you like your father talked to you, or like, that bad ex or whatever. It's just the mirrors. It's the mirrors for you to see, so that to see how you were attracting, that's the law of attraction, how you were attracting your old disappointments and your old heartaches. That is for this, because you were mirroring the, let's say, the hurtful or the shadow part of your heart. So you're going to understand that. Might fight during the month with this understanding. But here we have the Page of Sword, Knight of Pentacle, and the High Priestess. So that information comes directly from Source when it's the High Priestess. And you feel it inside. This is when somebody tells you something and you're like, oh, I already knew that. And it's talking about the Six of Pentacle. Ace of Pentacle plus Five of Pentacle, Six of Pentacle. I need to take that pentacle within me. I need to start using it as my worth and my value in order to be in this balanced, unconditional worth and value. Hangman. All right. So the Hangman will put your fiery self, king, the part of you that's going to say, I'm going for it. I have the courage to do it. I master my fire where my fire is going. I choose it. Here, I attract from my shadow instead of my light. And here, he's going to be suspended until you can follow your cup, what you love, without any fears of it not being received, of it not being enough or whatever. The Hangman's going to be there putting a stop on that until you clear and you decide what your truth is. Here I have the 10 of Wands in reverse, releasing the charges that you're keeping, the energetic charges. You know, Wands is fire, it's will, so it can be expectations from outside of you, you know, things that you think you need to carry and all of that. Until you release this, you will have a hard time seeing how to make it happen. But this month, you have the choice to make the decision about this. Some of you will make it during the month. Others of you, it's going to still juggle a bit. But seems like the events are all happening inside more than outside. But it's going to have a huge impact on the outside world at the end of the month. So, this is a inner battle, in a way, to finish a cycle, to allow you to be free. So, this is inner world, outer world thing, but you have to start with the inner world. So if you don't see yourself running like, wow, in the flow and success and all of that this month, have a look inside. All right? So on this, my beautiful Sagittarius, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please, subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, description below, website, very easy. And soon, probably next month, if everything goes well, my tarot course will be available on the website, on the shop page of the website. So, of course, I'm going to announce it next month if I was able to put it online, but it is done. So, on this, my beautiful Sagittarius, I am sending you all my love and light for the next month. Have an amazing full moon in Aquarius, because I think this is going to be the time for you to say, okay, give me the insight. I need to do this now. And the new moon in Cancer is going to start a work inside of you. So, yeah, on this, namaste, and I'll see you next month.